Hello, I'm Amber. Welcome back to My Fuzzy Life. So if you are a coachy like me, you know what day it is. So yeah, so y'all, a couple weeks ago, I didn't plan on getting anything from this drop. I barely even knew it was happening until the sneak peeks started coming out a couple weeks ago. And I caught a glimpse of this bag in a video on TikTok, and I have thought of nothing else since. This bag has consumed my every waking thought. And so on Sunday, my local outlet store started taking reservations for this drop today, and I went over there to reserve this bag, hoping that maybe they would have it and I could see it to make sure it was worth all the hype, you know. And so the sales associate Ricky, he brought it out and showed it to me, and yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's all that in a bag of chips. So I reserved it and I picked it up today, and so let's look at it. So which one do you think I got? Which one do you think? Put in the comments if you think you know which bag I got. When other creators do this, they're like, what did you think I get? I always guess, and I have not one time been right. Not once. But anyway, what do you think I got? So I got the Etta flap bag. This is the larger one. So let's take a look at it, y'all. This is so gorgeous. The color is chenille, truffle. The color is truffle, and the fabric, the material is chenille, and it is so pretty. It's just gorgeous. When he brought it out on Sunday, no feet. Unfortunately, it's like, why are you not gonna put feet on here? This is chenille, it's fabric. Why aren't you gonna put feet on here? But anyway, but yeah, when he brought this out and took it out of the wrapping and showed it to me, I was just like, oh wow. And this is what I did to it. I just poked it because I was like, I don't want to get my cooties on it, you know. So I just kind of poked it, and yeah, it's really soft. It feels so nice. So it's got the signature C's on here, and it's like a milk chocolate brown and then a very dark chocolate brown. That's the only way I can think of to describe it. The hardware is gold. The flap is trimmed in this dark, I'm thinking it's espresso, because y'all, they also have this in leather, full leather bags, and one of the colors is espresso, which is a very rich dark chocolate color, dark brown, and it's this color. So I'm thinking this is espresso, that the leather on here is the espresso. So you open it by pushing up on there. I'm gonna have to learn how to do this. And yeah, it opens up, and this is like I've heard some people describe it as microfiber, and then some people say it feels kind of suede. It does feel kind of like a really soft suede. I don't know if it is or not. It also, I can see it being a microfiber type fabric, but whatever it is, it feels really nice. Let me take everything out. Here is the shoulder strap. So here is the inside. There's a zip pocket along the back and with the creed. And that's the only storage there is in here, the only organization. There's no pocket, slip, or zip pocket along the front, just this zippered pocket along the back. And it's a good size pocket. And you can see it's a good size bag. It's gonna hold all my stuff. I think it'll pretty much hold anything. The back has a zip pocket. Let's see if I can get that out of there. And so it's gonna fit, it will fit my phone in here easily. It's a good size pocket also. And the zip is pretty easy on there. So the shoulder strap, it only comes with this strap. There's no crossbody strap. So I'm gonna attach this strap. And I know from being in the store when I went to pick it up today, they had a few of these left. And so I'm pretty sure if I want to use this as a comfortable shoulder bag for me, I'm gonna have to put it on the longest length, because the one in the store today was on the mid-length, and I could not, it didn't clear the elbow when I went to put it up on my shoulder. So, but yeah, it's just so pretty. It really, really is. And, you know, it's a soft, non-structured bag. So, but yeah, that's the perfect length for me. I'm gonna stand up. And that is a perfect length for me. It's very comfortable because, like I said, there's no structure here. It's just completely fabric. And so it's a nice, squishy, comfortable carry. Also on here, there is the hang tag that has Coach New York on one side, the other side's blank. And then it has this clochette that you can apparently attach your keys to. So, and that will come, that both of these can come off, because the clochette is on here like a, you know, like a bag charm would be. So you can remove that if you want to. I probably will, because I don't really have a use for that. So, but let's see what fits in here. I've got all my stuff. Cat's playing in the bag. So yeah, they actually do have a, I think it's a Snap wallet that matches this. It's in this fabric and color, but and for $69, but I didn't get it because for one thing, I already had sticker shock from this, and then also because I don't care how careful I am, I'm still gonna get, you know, mess in my purse, detritus in here, crumbs, dust, whatever, and I don't want this fabric to be the wallet in here. So I'm gonna use my small Win wallet. It goes well enough. So I'm putting that in there like that. And then this is my Coach pouch that has like my lipstick and little, you know, cosmetics and things in there. And I've got my purse calendar. Here are my AirPods. And then I will probably put my keys in this pocket back here. And y'all just noticed that this pocket, this back, no, it's not, never mind. I thought it was the double zip, but it's just got either end has a little leather tab. So, and then it's covered up like the zipper was, so it's good. Here is my little Portland Leather Goods Daisy Plus wallet with my membership cards and gift cards and things. And here is my little pouch with, I've got 2 pins in here. And y'all, I mean, I can put more in here, but this is my typical carry. I could put this in here if I wanted to carry more pins. So this is a really nice carry, and it catches real easy. Let me see if I can, yeah, you just push that up. So yeah, it's easy to close and easy to open. And then let me stand up and put it on again. So yeah, it's not as squishy, but it's still a good look, and it's still very comfortable. And you know, It's very light. The only weight to it is the weight of the things that are in your bag. So it's just really gorgeous. I do kind of wish that it did have a crossbody strap to it. Cats love bags. I do wish it had a crossbody strap to it, but since I do prefer shoulder straps, shoulder bags, this works great for me. So let's compare it in size to some other bags that I have. This is the medium size Laurel. So let's compare these two. The Laurel looks to be a little bit larger. They're about the same depth. The Laurel is maybe an inch or so longer. So they're pretty close in size. It's pretty close in size to the medium Laurel. Let's see, this is my Portland Leather Goods small tote bag, which is considerably larger. This is my Portland Leather Goods large Naomi, which is, I think, bigger. Yeah. So when you're looking at the bag like this, it actually looks pretty big. But when you stack it up to some of these other bags, it's a medium-sized bag. It's not a big bag. It's not a large bag. It's a medium-sized bag, and it's a very comfortable carry. It's going to be great. I'm really on the fence about it, y'all. I may not keep it. I don't know. I'm really leaning toward it now that I've got it packed and ready to go. But what's holding me back is, so when I went and reserved this on Sunday, I was so excited, and I was driving home and I was like, 3 more sleeps till I get the bag. Monday was 2 more sleeps. Tuesday was 1 more sleep. And then this morning I was like, today's the day. You know, I've been so excited. And I immediately, because nobody knew what the prices for this drop was, so I immediately went to the website and looked at the price, and it was $269, y'all. This bag in the chenille is $269. The leather versions are $249, so there's $20 difference, and this is fabric, you know. I mean, it's not even leather. So but that's over my budget. You know, I have a $250 budget that I allow for a single bag, and that has to include taxes. It's an all-in price. It has to include taxes. If there's shipping involved, it has to include shipping. And I have that hard line budget, and you know, yeah, the bag itself was only $16 more than that, but then by the time you add taxes on, this was a $295 bag, and that number did a number on my head all day today. It really messed me up. Even though half of the money that I put toward this was birthday money. So I actually, of my money, only spent about the same amount I would typically spend on a Coach bag. So I'm trying to remind myself of that, but the number has just been wreaking havoc with my brain and psyche all day long, and I've been wish-washing back and forth on whether to get it or not. Once I was on that fence, I started thinking of other reasons why this bag may not be a good fit for me. One of those reasons being, well, the price. Another reason being that the fabric, you know, this is chenille, and we have cats. We have 7 cats in here, and you know, because of this fabric, cat hair can get down into the fibers. If this gets cat hair on it, it can work down into the fibers and just, you know, make your bag look like total poop. You know, it just can ruin your bag. So, and you can't ever get that out. Now, I have a purse closet where all my bags live. This will stay in a dust bag if I decide to keep it. So, you know, I'm hoping there won't be opportunity for cat hair to get on here, but you know, it's just, it's inevitable. It's going to happen at some point. And just, you know, it's a possibility. It's something to think about. You know, it's why I don't have suede bags, why I'm not on the suede bandwagon, because of the cat hair. And, you know, cat hair is hard to get off of stuff, of fabrics. It is, especially when it can work into fibers. Another reason is because this is a seasonal bag. I am not a seasonal person. I purposefully buy clothes and bags, things, everything that I have, I can use year round. I don't, you know, and even if I do have like a pastel, I will wear it year round. I pretty much wear what I want when I want, regardless of whether it's in season or not. And, you know, I think this is all a neutral color. I'm not, you know, I see people breaking out their fall, all their brown bags for fall. And I wear mine year round. I think brown is a neutral color. I think this is a neutral color. It's the fabric that is, you know, making it seasonal. And I'm like, how often, I'm only going to be able to use it a few months out of the year. So how often is it going to get used? You know, I have a ton of bags and I struggle to use them all as it is. So how often, what's going to be the cost per wear for this? I don't know. It's just things that I would not have thought about, but that number, the price, when I saw it this morning, it just kind of took the shine off of it and made me think of other things. I'm like, is this really a practical bag for me? But y'all, honestly, holding it like this, looking at it more, having it packed with my stuff, I'm thinking I'm probably going to keep it. I'm just going to spend a couple days getting over the sticker price. You know, because I know it's not that much over. And like I said, half of the cost was paid for with birthday money. So I really did not spend any more of my money than I typically do on a bag. But it's just that number is just messed with my head all day. I've been on an emotional roller coaster. And so I had texted my husband and toward the end of the day, and I said, hey, I will be home on time. I'm not going to stop at Coach. I'm not going to get the bag. And he was like, why not? Well, we had this lengthy exchange by text, and basically he talked me into getting the bag. And he said, you know, if you can return it in a day or two, if you decide you don't want it and you can return it, go ahead and get it. Because at the time, you know, this is all sold out on the website. But when I went into my store, there were plenty of these. There was plenty of everything except for they did not have the large braided Rowan. And they did not have the Ashers in the snake print patchwork stuff. They had those little Joni bags. I think that's what they are. But they had everything except those. So I could have actually waited if I had wanted to, but I was afraid that they were, you know, this was my only shot at it. So my husband talked me into going and picking it up and then just, you know, deciding over the next few days if I wanted to keep it. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep it because the more I look at it, the more I look at me holding it. Yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping it. Maybe. But anyway, I do love it. It is beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. It is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, there's no doubt about that. That is not the issue at all. But, you know, it's that number. This is the most I've ever spent on a bag. Up until then, up until I got this was the most I spent on a bag. So I thought, you know, because nobody knew how much these were going to cost. And so I thought these were probably going to be in the line of the cost of a Laurel, you know, $229, $239. When I saw $269 on this, I just about fell out. You know, I was like, what? And then it's $20 more than the leather. When I was in the store, before I went back there to pick this up, I was looking at this and comparing it to the leather in the Espresso, because that bag is beautiful. and I thought about swapping this bag out for that espresso. But I decided to go ahead and stick with this because, you know, like I said, the very first glimpse I had of it a couple weeks ago, I have just been obsessed with this bag. So one thing I've learned is that if I try to cheap out, I won't be happy. So anyway, that's my bag, and I'm pretty sure I'm keeping it. I'll let y'all know. But anyway, yeah, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and I hope if y'all had anything you wanted to get, that you were able to get it today and that you enjoy it. And let me know if you got anything from today's drop and what you got and what you think. And that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you're having a great week. Bye-bye.